All right, man. Another crazy church story. Oh my gosh, man. Let me just play this video.
This is youth pastor Denzel Branch being introduced at church this past Good Friday. The 31-year-old served as a minister at New Generation Church in South Dallas. It's also where, just 2 days later, on Easter Sunday, his mother, Shayla Wilcox, learned he was shot and killed.
I remember having the feeling of being so dizzy at first. And then I just screamed out that I trusted God. And that's him.
The grieving mother shared these photos of her son, a father to 5 kids.
Here, he's with the boys.
Dallas police say after Easter service outside New Generation Church, Branch punched his ex-wife's boyfriend, Joshua Andrews, through an open car door window. The fight escalated, and police say Andrews got out of the car and shot Branch several times.
He preached his last service on Friday.
His mother now leans on her faith and memories of her son's dedication to his church.
Today shall not be with me.
He sang with the choir. He's also part of the ministry at the pulpit team and the prayer warriors. I mean, he was just involved in everything. He's always bubbly.
Dallas police say Andrews surrendered and confessed. Shayla Wilcox shared this message about her son's accused killer.
Even with him, I'll continue to keep him in my prayers because they're still children. They're still somebody's baby.
Wow. Even then, I'll still keep them in my prayers because they're still children. They're still somebody's baby. I'm still confused at the dynamic in terms of what was the relation between who was having the affair, basically. I'm trying to what was the cause that led to the confrontation that ultimately led to, you know, the shots being fired and him passing away. Hold on, here's another video right here.
This is youth pastor Denzel Branch being introduced at church this past Good Friday. The 31-year-old served as a minister at New Generation Church in South Dallas.
On Easter Sunday, tragedy struck as 31-year-old Denzel Branch, a cherished member of the New Generation Church community, was senselessly taken from this world. His untimely death left a void in the hearts of those who knew him when rumors of an affair involving Brianna and Joshua Andrews, a fellow church member, began to circulate. The figure of Joshua loomed ominously. Joshua Andrews, 30 years old, a prominent figure in the church community, served as the church organist. Joshua Andrews is said to be the son of the church's lead pastor and founder, Eric J. Andrews. Denzel and Joshua, who had known each other for years as church members, once had a cordial relationship. However, everything changed dramatically when Denzel discovered that Joshua was the man his wife had betrayed him with. On Easter Sunday, these tensions reached a breaking point. As the church service came to an end and the congregation began to disperse, a heated confrontation erupted between Denzel and Joshua, reportedly starting in the pastor's office and spilling out onto the street. Allegedly triggered by Denzel witnessing his ex-wife taking photos with Joshua, the argument quickly escalated into violence. Witnesses claim that Denzel punched Joshua, prompting Joshua to retaliate by drawing a pistol and firing at Denzel.
A man was gunned down moments after an Easter Sunday church service in South Dallas. Police say the confrontation started with an argument between 2 men. As NBC5's Alicia Barrera explains, the suspect and victim had close ties to the church.
Good afternoon. It was Easter Sunday, which meant that a lot of people were home, and most of them witnessing when that man was running down 56th Street moments before being gunned down.
He was running on foot. He was running.
All evidence now cleared out, but the images still vivid in the minds of neighbors.
Just scared. Like, I don't want my kids to be, in the front by themselves playing.
Easter Sunday celebrations along 56th Street.
Me and my family, we was in the house playing games.
Blocked off with caution tape after multiple shots were fired.
And all of a sudden we heard 2 shots. And then next thing you know, you hear a pow, 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 pow.
I seen that the guy was laying, on the ground, and, people were yelling.
Police say Joshua Xavier Andrews ran from the scene but later turned himself in and confessed to shooting Denzel Branch. He's now charged with murder.
The only thing I know is that it started at the church down the street down there, and we seen him running this way.
According to the arrest affidavit, witnesses told police both men had attended Easter services and got into an argument outside of New Generation Church. Branch allegedly punched Andrews in the face, which led the suspect to pull out his gun. Andrews later telling police the argument stemmed from a love triangle after the victim's now ex-wife had an affair with Andrews. Witnesses claim
The victim's ex-wife, okay, had enough. So the individual who passed away, ex-wife, had an affair with the shooter, and they all go to the same church. The two men serve at the church, one of which is the pastor's son. I have so many questions. This should have never happened. First things first. That's not the way that you handle it. Especially you being two men in the church, in the ministry, actively in ministry. You got to find a better way to handle that. You got to find a better way to handle that. Especially even imagining the impact that this has had on the church, on the children, on the people who witnessed this on Easter Sunday of all days. On the day that we are recognizing and celebrating the resurrection of our King. You got murder on your mind. That should have never happened.
both men had close ties to the church, including the victim allegedly serving as a youth minister.
4 days
Okay, hold on. They got the full breakdown.
ago, the two men had a bad fight, and it is said Denzel put a terrible whipping on Joshua. According to someone who was in attendance, the two men
So this was 4 days ago they got into a fight.
shouted and danced during the service. It is said Joshua wore a pink suit, but changed after service to put on a white suit to match Denzel's wife. The two were taking pictures and were interrupted by Denzel saying, "I know you all are not going to do this here."
Wait, this can't be true. So he showed up in a pink suit and then he changed into a white suit so that he could take pictures with dude's ex-wife, the one that he was having an affair with. I hope that's not true. I hope that's not true. I really hope that's not true.
Joshua said, "Yeah, we are going to do this here," in a very sarcastic manner. Things seemed to have escalated quickly, and while Denzel had gotten his 4 children into the car, Joshua drew a gun and shot Denzel in the church parking lot. He died at the scene.
Wait, he said he got his 4 children in the car and he still
Seems Joshua had to have a mental breakdown and continued to shoot the gun while people were running and screaming.
Having a feeling of being so dizzy at first. And then I just screamed out that I trusted God. And that's him.
The grieving mother shared these photos of her son, a father to 5 kids.
Here, he's with the
Wow.
boat.
5 kids. Pride is the devil. Pride is the devil. 5 kids. He's airing it out. There's 5 kids in the car. You could have hit one of the kids too. I don't understand this story not one bit. I don't understand this story not one bit.
Dallas police say after Easter service outside New Generation Church, Branch punched his ex-wife's boyfriend, Joshua Andrews, through an open car door window. The fight escalated, and police say Andrews got out of the car and shot Branch several times.
He preached his last service on Friday.
His mother now leans on her faith and memories of her son's dedication to his church.
Even with him, I'll continue to keep him in my prayers because they're still children. They're still somebody's baby.
In Dallas,
yeah.
I'm Scoop Jefferson.
I'm so confused. Let me see if I can find some more information about it. I'm so confused. I'm so confused, bro. Hold on. The root. Says the shocking reason behind the Dallas Easter shooting that killed the youth pastor. New Generation Church in Dallas was a scene on Easter Monday. According to police, 31-year-old youth minister Denzel Branch was shot by the pastor's son, y'all. The suspect stated that he had an affair with Branch's wife before the divorce. Before their divorce. The suspect stated he had an affair with Branch's wife before the pastor's son was having an affair with another member of the church who also served at the church, was having an affair with his wife before the divorce. What? Was that the cause for the divorce? What was the cause for the divorce? If that was the cause for the divorce, why were they in the same church still? It says Dallas Police Department records reveal that Joshua Bell, who also goes by Joshua Andrews, 30, was charged in Branch's death. Bell is also the son of New Generation Church leader Eric Andrews. Right before the shooting happened, officials stated that Branch and Bell had an argument that turned into a physical altercation. Eyewitnesses explained that Branch punched Bell in the face. So Branch is the victim. Punched Bell in the face, and Bell retaliated by pulling out his weapon and firing. Bell told police that he followed Branch and kept firing his weapon. He stopped only after he saw Branch laying in the middle of the road. It's not like it's not like it's a warning shot. It's not like, bro, like, you know, like, nah, it's really I'm out for blood type of thing. You really went full on rage. I'm out for blood type of thing. The victim, a father of 3. So, wow. So the shooter is a father of 5. You're a father of 5. You're a father of 5. So the father of 5, let me get this straight. The father of 5 is having an affair with the wife of a member of the church who is serving on the church. And you are also the pastor's son. So the pastor's son got 5 kids sleeping around with the wives of the church. An altercation ensues. You pull out your weapon, and it's not because you got punched. According to this, he got punched in the face first, but you're not just defending yourself. You're out for blood. And this is somebody who you have very close ties to. This is somebody who the woman that you're dating has extremely close ties to and probably even has children with. And all of this played out on site at the church on Easter. Is this what I'm hearing? The victim, a father of 3, later died from his wounds at a local hospital. Per the arrest affidavit, the suspect also stated he has been involved in an intimate relationship since May 2023 with Branch's ex-wife, who divorced Branch around November 2023. So you are the reason why his wife divorced him. Earlier this week, New Generation Church wrote a message on Facebook saying it was saddened by the tragic event. Our hearts are deeply saddened by the tragic incident that took place down the street from our church after our morning service yesterday. The church said, "We sincerely appreciate everyone's prayers and concerns, and we ask for your continued prayers for the family and our church family as we navigate through these difficult times." Psalm 46:1 states, "God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. In the days to come, we will trust in God's word, continue in hope, and look to God, who is the author and finisher of our faith." All right. I was having a conversation with my friend, and we were talking about how there's a lack of a true pastoral effort in the church. And I'm not saying this is every pastor, I'm not saying this is every church, but I feel as if you're a pastor of a church, you should be extremely aware of what's going on. And you should be putting steps in place to handle it, to prevent things like this from happening. If that means removing somebody from your church, then you got to remove somebody from your church. If that means removing your son from the church, then that means removing your son from the church, because your son is sleeping with people's wives and causing divorce and causing turmoil and causing drama. Get your son out of the church. I don't know how, and I don't know in what world the pastor did not know about this. There's a potential that he didn't know, but if he didn't know, how could you not know? It's your church. That's your son. It's a brutal story. It's a brutal story. My heart goes out to the victims and their family. So many children are affected by this. It's heartbreaking. I'm praying for healing, miraculous healing, Lord, because this situation is going to take a miracle to heal. I'm praying for it, though. I'm believing in it, Lord. Should have never happened in the first place. Let me know what y'all think. Get on my comments. I'm out, y'all.